You can't copy anything perfectly when you aren't able to understand what you are doing. Welcome back. Do you want to learn how to draw hair? Then stay here, subscribe this channel so you don't miss any of the tutorials in future, and I give you my favorite 3 tips for drawing hair. The first tip is focus on the main shapes. And what I mean with main shapes is not to draw every single hair at the first moment. Don't try to be realistic at the first minute when you're starting drawing. So try to focus on the main shapes, means try to figure out what is the impression of the hair. Do we have short hair? We have long hair. Is the direction of the hair going to the left side or to the right side? Is there any kind of curves in there? So try to capture it and transfer it onto your paper or to your drawing. For example, when I draw hair, I try to capture the first impression of the head, and then I see where the direction of the hair goes, or probably we have some hair, some curvy or wavy hair in the image. So I try to capture it and lay down the first lines where the main shape tells us what this image is all about. So don't try to be so detailed in the first moment. We have a lot of time later on to add some details and add some single hairs, but not at this stage of the drawing. Please don't do any details.
No! God, please, no! No!
Tip number 2 is the ribbon technique, which means it's nothing more, nothing less than this simple thing right here. And this was a game changer for me when it comes to draw hair, like long, curved or wavy hair. So you can imagine how a bundle of hair is like curled when it falls down, and it's like a flowy and smooth falling down of a single bundle of hair. So we can adapt one bundle of this to many bundles on the hair, like at the head. And this is a wonderful helping tool when it comes to understand how hair or wavy hairs are growing. So it's basically not a really helpful technique of drawing, but it's a really helpful tool to understand what you're drawing. And understanding what you are drawing is most of the time more important than to see it and copy it in a perfect way. So you can't copy anything perfectly when you aren't able to understand what you are doing. Imagine this ribbon thing is like wrapped around a stick, and the lightest part of the ribbon is always the part which is facing towards us, and the darkest part is always the part which is just behind. Tip number 3 is simple as fuck. Adding some single hairs in between, which sounds like, okay, this is not a really quick tip, or I've just known that before. But if we have now constructed all the ribbon styled curves and all the main shapes, we probably have not the impression of a messed up hairstyle. You can style your hair in the best way that you want, but almost every time some single hairs just come out in between. So we try to represent that just because we want to have an organic look or something like this. So the most easiest way to represent that is to focus on the main shapes, add like ribbon style things, and then add some single hair outside of the main shapes. So try to connect them and get together. Probably we have some single hairs going straight outside of the hairstyle, and that's it. That's finally the best way you can draw hair. What should I say? If you think this tutorial was helpful, then please smash that like button, subscribe this channel for more tutorials like this, and I'll try to catch you in the next one.